to my channel. So I'm going to do this story of how I entered my first flight from Enugu to Lagos for the first time, and the craziest of things that happened to me. For me is normal, but for some that I have heard the story, they laughed at me madly, right? So I'm going to share some of the things I learned from traveling on air for the first time and how I overcame it. There's always a first time to something, right? So my name is Esther Jeffanoze. I'm a real estate agent based in Enugu State, Nigeria. But this trip I went to Lagos was for a training that really helped me boost my real estate journey. And when I saw that training and the person organizing it, I was super pumped that I said I was going to go for the training, and I went, and of course, trust me, I learned some things, and I'm still learning some things that's helping me in this real estate journey. So without wasting much of your time, so when I saw about the training, I said, oh, should I go, should I not go? Oh God, I'm not going to use travel by bus. I'm not going to. If I'm not going to fly, I'm not going. So we checked online to know how much the fares were, and relatively it was not much. So we said, oh, and I had this contact. I told her and I sent the money to her, and she booked the flight. Trust me, I had some fever, little fevers here and there, because what am I going to expect? I asked a lot of people, especially my husband. I asked him, so what should I expect? He said there's nothing there, just go with your ID. So the first thing you should know is make sure you go with your ID, a form of identification, because it is necessary. That's all they are going to request from you, especially if you're traveling in interstate Nigeria. So I took that, packed my bags, and I was meant to travel around. The time for the trip was for 3 p.m. So I even went to church that day. It was on a Sunday, and I came back, packed my bags, took my children to my mother's house, and boom, my husband took me to the airport. So of course he always shouts, so don't miss your flight, be there 2 hours. And I'm in my mind, me that so I'm not gonna sit down in the airport and now be there wasting my time. He said no, sometimes the flights leave early and you can miss your flights, all right? So it's better you get there earlier. And I'm like, okay. I sluggishly went and I stood. That's how we got there. Of course, I went to the counter. Thankfully, I had someone there also that took me to where I was meant to go to. So it was kind of easy. I wasn't feeling like a first time because someone literally was there. In fact, I think that person was my husband's friend. So my husband just handed me over to him, and the guy took me to go to this place. He was waiting for me. I took my form of my ID to them. They approved that, and they took me to a place where I needed to check in my box. All right, it was there too. They carried my box. I don't know what they did with it, but they brought it back. Okay, and the guy now carried me, since they have really checked me in. So I now needed to go somewhere to wait till the time the flight will move. And that's how I thought, oh, let me just chill. And before you know it, 1 hour, 2 hours passed, 3 hours passed. We left there around 5:15. So I'm going to put a clip here where we left. It was dark already, and I was super tired. Thankfully, also my husband said I should get something I would chew on. So I think that was what kept me. I remember I was going to Lagos, and I was going to a place where I didn't really know, and I'm going there late. Come on. So of course I quickly called someone again, my guy, Emma. And he knows his way around. I told him I was coming in late and he had to wait for me. So he came out with his car and waited for me when I alighted. So the funny thing that happened was, when we were, the airplane was very small. It's not quite big compared to the one I came back with. So this one was kind of small, and every seat was taken literally. So when I was entering, as per a first time person, I did a short video of myself. I was really excited, and I entered. Boom. So in my mind, this could be like the way we enter buses. I can just sit on any chair, right? I was just entering. I said, I don't like first seat. I don't like second seat. And of course, I'm looking like I don't know anybody there. Third seat, okay, let me enter the third seat. Boom. I entered, carried my bag, kept on top. I saw people keeping their bags on top. I entered, put my bag on top. So I settled down a little bit, and 2 other guys entered, and we are looking at the chair numbers. It was going on me. It's looking like these chair numbers. Doesn't share have numbers, but me, I share boned. I just sat pretty, right? The guys that entered and told me, "Oh, what's your number?" And I said, "Oh, number." They now asked me, "Where's my ticket?" I brought it out and showed them. I said, "Oh, that this is their seat actually." So they now had to tell me, "Oh, come, let me show you your chair." So they were now pointing, look at the numbers. And me, I not to get shame like that. I was like, really? I laughed. I just carried my bag from where I kept it and followed them. And boom, I now saw, oh, there's actually a seat number. And they showed me and they came back. I was like, "Thank you very much." And they said, "You're welcome." And they went back. So I just smiled and sat down. Boom. Because we left there late, I slept all through. Like, I didn't know, as I entered the plane and it moved, I didn't have any feeling. As I entered, I slept off till, of course, we landed. And of course, I called the guy that was meant to take me and he came. All right, but on my way back, which is why this video is going, this is after my stay in Lagos. And this is me going back. Of course, I was in my sister-in-law's house in Gbagada, and you've noticed this was an Uber driver, I guess. I can't remember, but a driver. And he was taking me from Gbagada to airport. And the shocking thing that happened to me was that the distance wasn't so much, but at the end of the day, the price I paid was massive. I was like, why? Okay, so I noticed it was a rush hour time. So everybody is literally, most people are trying to get to the airport. So that's why the price was super high. I definitely paid him, right? So what was your experience like when you traveled for the first time by air? Please let me know in the comment section. If you have watched this video up to this point, do well to give it a thumbs up and appreciate me, right? And encourage me, right? All right, thank you for watching my videos up to this point. This was us driving inside the airport, and you are going to see my face shortly as I did a quick video before we left for Enugu, whatever. All right, so see me here. So here am I at the airport, and a lot of things happening, right? Our flight has been moved yet again, and I'm waiting for another 1 hour. It's supposed to be by 3. They said we should wait for another 1 hour, and this is 3:15. Yeah. So this is also me leaving Lagos. So technically, they moved my flights when I was going, and also they moved it when I was coming back. So is this something that is unique, peculiar? But that was my experience. So hi guys, thank you for watching up to this point. Do well to give me a thumbs up, and also bear in mind that I'm a real estate agent who sells land, genuine and profitable lands in the city of Enugu. If you have a need of that, do well to hit me on the numbers above: 070-315-73951. Bye for now. Cheers.